You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a famed Bangor Police Department detective is retiring, hanging up his badge and his popular social media profile.
Plus, the federal government is allocating small business relief money to 9 states, including Maine.
And starting this week, Mainers will be able to go to the BMV for a type of registration that doesn't involve their vehicle. This and more right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for tuning in this morning. It's Wednesday. We're humping right over the week. We're getting right there. Unfortunately, those temperatures are just getting hotter and hotter every day.
It's a scorcher today.
It is good, though. I do enjoy it, but at the same time, dehydration, you know, all those negative things of the heat really set in.
I know, and some people are grumpy with the heat, so just prepare yourself.
Prepare yourself. We just got to get through a couple more days, and that's the weekend,
Right.
and we'll all be
Right.
smiles and sunshine and happiness, right?
If you want. It's all about your mindset.
Exactly. Let's see what Devin Biggs' mindset this morning with the first look at your forecast.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in the Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. Alrighty, so we had some storms that moved through yesterday, or more so last night, across the northeastern parts of the state, and kind of packed a little bit of a punch near the Presque Isle area, but everyone else pretty much missed out on any of the excitement that developed with any of the storms that moved through. But now we're going to be calm and hot today again, or at least rather warm, as the humidity levels will be a little bit lower, but the system's starting to move away now. But more activity will be moving in soon, with more strong to severe thunderstorms possible, not today or tomorrow, but later on in the week. But otherwise, though, future gas moving forward again, a lot of sunshine on the way, but really we have to wait until tomorrow, though, before you watch for a little bit more cloud cover, a little bit of fog before we're all finished up as well. As for the winds may get a little gusty in a few spots today, maybe up to around 15 to 20 miles per hour for gusts, but sustained winds up to 10 miles per hour will be the general idea before we back things off overnight tonight and in the morning period tomorrow. So your forecast for today, upper 80s to mostly sunny and warm, not very muggy overall, with that west wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 63 degrees, mostly clear skies, areas of dense fog developing, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. And our early forecast for the rest of the morning period and afternoon, a lot of sunshine, temperatures making into the 80s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
First up this morning, in April, a Perry woman was found dead in her home after being stabbed nearly 500 times.
Now 2 suspects who are charged with murder appeared in court virtually Tuesday morning. Sierra Jordan explains.
The town of Perry has been mourning for nearly 4 months following the death of 43-year-old Kimberly Neptune. As the case continues to develop, Perry residents say they're still in shock this tragedy actually happened.
They stabbed her 484 times. And that's not okay.
When folks speak about Kimberly Neptune, they say she was kind, full of joy, and always willing to lend a hand.
She'd help out anyone that needed help, she was always volunteering within the community.
Neptune was a member of the Passamaquoddy tribe for several years, but on April 21st, she was found dead in her home after a relative asked the police to check in.
Just who would do this? I was in shock. I was angry, and then everyone within the community was pointing fingers at everyone.
The Maine State Police Major Crimes Unit, along with the Pleasant Point Police Department, arrested 39-year-old Donald Dana and 38-year-old Kaylee Brackett during a traffic stop on Route 190 just a few days later. She says no one in the community expected Dana and Brackett to be suspects in the murder.
Kaylee was online, making posters and trying to help with the search for Kim, and he used to live with Kim. She let him live there, and he lived with her for 2 years.
Brackett and Dana are both being charged with murder and being held without bail at the Washington County Jail. On Tuesday, July 19th, both suspects appeared at the Washington County Court virtually to enter a plea of not guilty. Attorney Jeffrey Silverstein says they will be filing a motion for preparation of a grand jury transcript. Meanwhile, Carol, along with other Perry community members, have been paying tribute to Neptune, hoping she gets justice.
Well, her brother planted it, and the family and everyone that was there planted a tree in, memory of Kim,
In studio, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
A Massachusetts man charged with murder in connection with the killing of a teen in Machias appeared in court for a bail hearing Tuesday morning. 41-year-old Jorge Pagan Sanchez was among the 5 suspects who were arrested for the shooting of 17-year-old Brandon Guerrero of New York in November of 2021. He is charged with murder. Maine State Police say the Washington County Sheriff's Office found Guerrero's body outside a high street home in Machias. Pagan Sanchez appeared in court in front of a judge virtually Tuesday morning. State Attorney General Steve Smith says they agreed to withdraw the motion for bail.
Police have released new information about a head-on crash in Fairfield Tuesday night. It happened just before 5:30 p.m. near Mays Way on Norwalk Road. Fairfield Police Chief Thomas Gould says 21-year-old Garrett Green of Oakland was driving his truck south but he was in the northbound lane. 54-year-old Christopher Mary of Norwalk was driving his Jeep north and was unable to avoid the collision. Green and his passenger, 20-year-old Elizabeth Hume of Oakland, were taken to a hospital with minor injuries. Mary was taken to Thayer Hospital and later transported to Maine Medical Center in critical condition. The crash is being reconstructed and will be reviewed by the district attorney's office. Gould says they are anticipating charges will be forthcoming.
Bangor's Government Operations Committee met Monday to address neighbors' concerns after continued reports of noise and escalated violence on Harlow Street. A.J. Douglas talked to city officials about where they stand on the issue.
If you have customers coming to your business, that you want to make sure that they're safe and not attacked.
Residents of Franklin Place, neighboring Harlow Street, spoke out at Monday night's Government Operations Committee meeting. Community members expressed concerns about ongoing high noise levels and the infamous acts of violence near the area of 190 Harlow Street. Half Acre nightclub owner Patrick Brand spoke out during the meeting in defense of his business.
It's not a half acre issue. We have 4 bars in 1 block. And the PD do the best the best they can. We do the best we can. But if the objective is to try to shut down my bar, that's not fair.
Badachi initiated a now ongoing investigation by the Bureau of Liquor Enforcement into the issue at Half Acre nightclub. He says this has been a long-standing concern within the Bangor community.
There is enough evidence on the public record already to justify denial of the liquor license. However, the burden is really on Half Acre to establish whether or not they can make a compelling case that they've cleaned up their act.
City Manager Debbie Laurie says the city does not have the authority to revoke or suspend an existing liquor license. However, renewals must be approved on both a state and city level. We asked Lori if the city plans to approve or deny the nightclub's license later this year.
I really couldn't speak to that. I mean, that's 2 or 3 months out. I don't know what things will look like at that point in time.
Half Acre nightclub's liquor license will expire November 20th this year. In Bangor, A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
A University of Maine researcher served as an expert witness during a congressional hearing Tuesday afternoon. Rachel Chapman virtually participated in a hearing of the U.S. House Subcommittee on Environment. Chapman, a former commercial farmer, now serves as an assistant professor of sustainable agriculture at UMaine, where she leads the agroecological lab. A lab conducts research to help farms become more resilient to changes in climate and protect natural resources. Her testimony focused on her findings about what farmers can do to adopt sustainable practices.
Because of research that has already been conducted, we know enough right now to support farmers as they adapt to a changing climate, build resilience into their farms, and anchor thriving U.S. agricultural industries so that they can provide essential rural jobs and feed our population and the world.
During the hearing, Chapman also highlighted a UMaine pilot program aimed at helping vegetable and fruit growers in the Northeast put new climate adaptation in place.
Bangor Police Department's most well-known detective is hanging up his badge. Lieutenant Tim Cotton, who made the Bangor PD's Duck of Justice Facebook page a media sensation, is retiring. Cotton combined his witty sense of humor with arrest warrants that were issued to put a human touch to the stressful work that police officers do on a daily basis. Many visitors have stopped by the Bangor Police Department to see the stuffed waterfowl Cotton rescued from a trash can that inspired his writings. Cotton has already published 2 books and plans to continue writing and posting to the Duck of Justice Facebook page during his retirement.
Now, have you seen the duck?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Good. I didn't get to see it till like a year ago, and Sergeant Wade Betters was like, "You got to see the duck."
Yep.
And then I found out all about this, and it's pretty incredible the amount of people and where they've come from in that book that's signed.
I know. I didn't know that he's a published author. That's super cool. That's a great
wild.
thing to do in your retirement too. I loved that. I hope to be like that.
Goals
one
in
day
the
too.
future.
Yes. Yes. A good
Plan.
Good plan. Well, the time is now 6:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, Mainers will now be able to attend the BMV for a different type of registration. We'll have the details when we return.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. Temperatures are warming up to the high 80s today, mostly sunny skies. Clear skies tonight, a little bit of dense fog in the morning, and we're back in the mid-80s tomorrow with more cloud coverage and a little more sunshine.
Make the most of your waterfront with a Shoremaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. Shoremaster docks and boat lifts have been the trusted choice for decades. When you choose Shoremaster, you get the expert product knowledge and first-class service you've come to expect from Hammond Lumber. Hammond is the country's largest stocking dealer of Shoremaster products, so you don't have to wait to get the dock system you want. And Hammond offers statewide delivery and professional service after the sale. Get started on your dream waterfront today with Shoremaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Lincoln, is sponsored by Lincoln Color Center, serving the greater Lincoln area since 1967. Here to help you when you need kitchen cabinets and flooring for your home. Drinkwater's Variety, located at 663 West Broadway in Lincoln. Stop in today for lunch, dinner, ice cream, seafood, and so much more. And Gateway Title Services, founded in Lincoln in 1989. Residential, commercial, or land, Gateway Title closes it all. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
It takes all types to play Family Feud. The flirty sister.
Name something Steve Harvey might wax.
What about that behind?
The way too honest girl.
You just met a guy who's a perfect physical specimen. He's probably what?
Stupid.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
Nearly $20 million from the Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan is going to 13 communities to protect infrastructure from the effects of climate change. The recipients will use the grants for projects to address flooding along the ocean and riverfronts, protect stormwater and wastewater systems, install culverts, and ensure energy availability during extreme storms. Governor Janet Mills said, quote, "Climate change is impacting nearly every facet of our lives, and Maine communities are on the front lines. These investments through My Job Plan will help municipalities across the state strengthen their infrastructure to better deal with the impacts of climate change, improving the safety of the towns."
Maine is among 9 more states that have been approved for a piece of nearly $10 billion in relief money being distributed by the federal government to promote small business growth. The Treasury Department announced the approval of the plans. The money is part of the state Small Business Credit Initiative, established in 2010 and reauthorized under the American Rescue Plan. It will support state programs that help small businesses access capital as they emerge from the pandemic.
Mainers will have access to a new automatic voter registration process through the Bureau of Motor Vehicles starting this week. Stephanie Wittenbach has the details.
When folks move to a new city or town, it can be hard to stay on top of updating all their new information, including voter registration. Secretary of State Shenna Bellows says her office wants to create a smooth transition for voters and clerks who've had to file by hand in years past.
To have a one-stop shop where you can go, update your license or renew your license and update your voter registration at the same time, really a great innovation, a great step forward.
The new electronic process allows residents to use a small screen to verify their personal information, and it will process all of it to the city automatically.
It's part of the process at the window at the Bureau of Motor Vehicles.
People aged 16 years or older can register or pre-register to vote in the state of Maine by providing proof of residency.
Maine law allows 16-year-olds to pre-register to vote. That allows them to be poll workers. It also makes sure that they're registered as soon as they turn 18 in their home of residence.
Bello says this feature will be available at the 16 BMV locations in Maine.
So this will be offered to everyone for whom the Bureau of Motor Vehicles has evidence they're a citizen and that we've proven identity and residency.
Maine is now the 22nd state to implement automatic registration. In Bangor, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
It's 6:15. Coming up after the break, WishRock is the latest development to take interest in Bucksport. And now with the new approval comes major construction. Details ahead.
Plus, local programs are putting in the work to combat food insecurity across the state of Maine. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Purple Baboon, a local gem on the Belfast waterfront. Find lots of little joys for every taste, like fun clothing for the whole family and a lovely selection of coastal Maine-made jewelry. The Purple Baboon, the best selection at great prices. 31 Front Street, Belfast.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Buy your steak and meats for grilling this summer.
Established in 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful gifts for almost 100 years. Whatever the occasion, our premium collection of colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets have warmed hearts for generations. We strongly support the Buy Local movement, purchasing directly from local farms and growers, and we are committed to the preservation of our environment. Bangor Floral, located at 332 Harlow Street. Stop in today to experience a flower shop like no other.
Dine on the deck with a delicious view at the Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub, now open. Experience outdoor dining at its finest 7 days a week with award-winning dishes from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Dining on the deck at Ryan's Pub is an unforgettable culinary experience you'll want to share with your family, friends, business partners, or that special someone. Your next visit to the Lucerne Inn will feel like the first all over again.
Many families depend on reduced lunches to help feed their children during the school year, and a local program aims to help those that are food insecure during the summer months as well. The Brewer Housing Authority is celebrating a decades-long partnership with Good Shepherd Food Bank, and through this partnership, children 18 and under are eligible for a free nutritious meal Monday through Friday from noon until 1. Kids can participate in activities like yoga from 1 to 2. One parent volunteer says she's glad her children can benefit from this throughout the week.
It is a wonderful opportunity and an option, especially now with the rising prices of groceries. It's really helpful, and it gives the kids something to do and a chance to connect with their friends, which they normally do in school, but don't necessarily have that opportunity now.
The Brewer Housing Authority also partners with Good Shepherd Food Bank and the Brewer Area Food Pantry, which allows parents to pick up bags of breakfast and lunch on Fridays.
Chipotle is closing a Maine store that had been leading efforts to unionize the chain. In June, employees at the Augusta, Maine Chipotle had filed a petition with the National Labor Relations Board asking to hold a union election at the store. It was the first Chipotle to file such a petition, but on Tuesday, Chipotle said it was permanently closing the store. Labor organizers say they will fight the closure and say Chipotle is trying to send a message to other stores. But the company blames staffing problems and says the closure has nothing to do with the union.
Bucksport's Town Council approved WishRock Development's recent letter of interest for funding, and it could mean more housing. Matthew Juronsik explains.
WishRock is the latest developer to take interest in Bucksport. The developer has plans on building a complex at 27 Main Street that will consist of 18 apartments and 2 storefronts. Bucksport's Economic and Community Development Director Richard Rotella believes WishRock's proposal will help benefit the community.
When I first met Penn Lindsay of WishRock, we were looking actually going down a different avenue. And as we talked and listened to, what worked for the developer, but what really worked for the town. It came out that, mixed use is the best juice. Help connect the property to the rest of the downtown, but also all while providing workforce housing at the same time.
Residents like Judy Frost-Gillis says the addition of new apartments in the town is necessary.
I think apartments are needed in Bucksport. We don't just have one level of income here. We have all levels, a very diversified community. And yes, as far as building, I would think it is a good idea.
The interest in the area comes at a time where town officials are working to improve downtown Bucksport's housing industry. While they say this is a chance to improve the town's housing problem, it also has a chance to boost Bucksport's economy.
This close proximity, being in the downtown to the local grocery stores and the pharmacy, help bring some life to further life to Main Street.
After Wishrock's plan passed unanimously at the Bucksport's Town Council meeting, they're expected to come to the town's economic meeting this Thursday to discuss the plan in detail. In studio, Matthew Juronsik, ABC 7, Fox 22.
The time is now 6:20.
And let's get a full look at that beautiful hot forecast we have in store today. Meteorologist Devin Biggs joins us now.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in the Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by over licensed artists for over 20 years. Alrighty, so here we are. Here's a quick look at the radar loop. This is the storms that moved through in parts of last night, and really not too much excitement happening in our neck of the woods. It was mainly in the northeastern parts of the state that saw a lot of the storms, though. They did produce a little bit of damage, or at least a little bit in the way of some hail reports in a few spots. But now for us, we're looking pretty good out there with not much cloud cover across the area. And really, the rest of the day will be looking pretty nice with a lot of sunshine and really just warm temperatures. It won't be as humid, though, as this cold front here. It's helping to push a lot of the humidity away. But this warm front will push the heat and humidity in here as we head towards tomorrow. And tomorrow night, things may get a little goofy with more storms on the way, and some of those storms may try to turn strong to severe in a few spots, so we'll have to be ready for that. Again, wave heights right now, not too bad at around 3 to 6 feet, and even though they're a little bit higher, no small craft advisories are in effect at this time. Now for the winds, some gusty winds on the way today, maybe getting up close to 15 to 20 miles per hour in a few spots. But really later on tonight, we really start to calm things down, but then by tomorrow, getting gusty again as our next system moves in. 25, maybe up to 30 mile per hour gusts will soon be on the way. Our average high is 81 degrees. We'll be well above that for the next several days in the middle to upper 80s. And Saturday, possibly even the low 90s on the way. But then by next Tuesday, finally back to average in the lower 80s. Dew points will be on the rise as well. Let's talk about your muggy meter, though. Today, we're not too bad. Maybe dew points in the 60s, won't be as humid. But then by Thursday and the parts of Friday, you'll notice this a little bit. With middle to upper 60s, that'll be on the way for the dew points before we fall off by Friday as another system moves in. And then the roller coaster ride continues in the dew points department. By Sunday and the parts of Monday, dew points making it close to the 70-degree mark. Again, as you have at the door today, your UV index forecast is at an 8. That is considered very high. That means a burn time of around 15 minutes, so hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary as you do head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Futurecast moving forward, a beautiful day today with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. Will become mostly clear time, maybe a few passing clouds in some spots, but fog developing, especially closer to the coast as we head towards tomorrow morning, so be ready for a little bit of fog and some reduced visibility. But then by later on in the evening period on Thursday, most of Thursday will be dry, but Thursday evening, watching for strong to possibly severe thunderstorms. Again, some of those will mainly be scattered in nature overall, and it'll mainly be across the central and northern parts of the state for that large hail and damage we went through. Further down toward the south, that's a little bit lower, but we'll need to monitor this closely, especially as we head towards Thursday afternoon to the evening time frame. But overall, though, some much needed rain on the way. Again, we need this, so from some areas seeing up to an inch before we're all finished up with lesser amounts to the south. So your forecast for today, upper 80s, mostly sunny and warm with that west wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 63 degrees, mostly clear areas of dense fog again, and the winds overall looking nice and calm. Here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio, showing we're pretty much dry for the next several days. Set aside Thursday night. Friday and Saturday, we're seeing a lot of sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s, then upper 80s by Sunday.
This morning, Rob Gronkowski.
You know I'm special.
His first sit-down interview since retiring.
What do you say if Tom calls you towards the end of the regular season and says, Gronk, you know,
we can win the Super Bowl if I'm throwing to you out there.
This morning, only on
Good Morning America.
Selling your home is a big job. You need a team to help pull it off. Real estate is no joke, and these cats ain't laughing.
You know, I think we can get you more for your home.
We just posted your house online and we're already getting great response.
Buy or sell confidently with Mark and Nancy.
Actually, it's Nancy and Mark.
Right, Nancy and Mark Rowe. Experience, personality, results. I'm sold.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Harris's Harborside Takeout, located on the waterfront at the Harbor Park and Marina in Ellsworth, offers hot dogs, hamburgers, lobster rolls, sandwiches, and wraps. Top off your meal with a delicious scoop of Gifford's ice cream. Harris's Harborside Takeout, 413 Water Street, Ellsworth.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
This morning, same-sex marriage supporters are celebrating a win after the House of Representatives voted in favor of protecting those rights from any future reversal by the Supreme Court. ABC's M. Wynn has the latest from Washington.
A historic moment on LGBTQ rights.
The bill is passed.
Nearly 50 House Republicans joined all Democrats to write same-sex and interracial marriage into federal law.
Democrats believe that the government has no place between you and the person you love.
The vote comes amid growing concerns that a conservative Supreme Court could nullify marriage equality. Still, 157 Republicans voted against the Respect for Marriage Act, some calling it a political charade.
A bill that is completely unnecessary is reverse the law in 35 states where those states have said marriage should be traditional marriage.
But Democrats are pointing to Justice Clarence Thomas's concurring opinion in the Supreme Court's decision to strike down Roe v. Wade. Thomas arguing the High Court should reconsider its past rulings that gave access to contraception and same-sex marriage.
The Democratic caucus is responding swiftly to the sort of anti-freedom, far-extreme Supreme Court.
Many Republicans argue same-sex marriage and other rights are not in jeopardy, even though earlier this week, Senator Ted Cruz said this about the Supreme Court's decision.
In Obergefell, the court said, no, we know better than you guys do, and now every state must sanction and permit gay marriage. I think that decision was clearly wrong when it was decided. It was the court overreaching.
While the bill sailed through the House, it's unclear if it has the votes to pass in the evenly split Senate. The House is also expected to vote on a bill this week that would protect a person's ability to access and use contraceptives, which aim to prevent pregnancy.
Still to come here on the second half of our show. The major renovations of Bangor's waterfront are coming to a close with a new lounge bar and VIP access.
Plus, visitors in Castine get a chance to pull back the curtain and look at the beauty of the past in some of the town's most historic homes. This and more coming up on the other side.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer and provide these important options to you. Call right now to get your free copy of the WellCare All-in-One Guide. Call 1-877-282-3827 now. There is absolutely no obligation for requesting this free information. WellCare offers benefits that go beyond the basics, including up to $840 each year added to your Social Security check to help cover your Part B premium. Call today to get your free copy of the All-in-One Guide with absolutely no obligation. Your free plan guide will give you the details you need to make a smart choice for your Medicare coverage. Just call 1-877-282-3827. Remember, there's no obligation for requesting this free information. So call 1-877-282-3827. WellCare. Call today.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Wednesday, July 20th of 2022. Devin has our midweek forecast in a moment. As we get ready for another hot summer day in Maine, a little history. It snowed in Calais on this day in 1890.
That's insane.
No matter how hot it gets, at least it ain't snow.
Exactly. You never know, I guess. U.S. astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to land on the moon 53 years ago today.
And guitarist Carlos Santana, who collapsed from heat exhaustion while performing last week, is 75 years old today.
Today is Moon Day, commemorating the first man on the moon, and on the morning. And it's Nap Day, Fortune Cookie Day, Hot Dog Day, and it's Ugly Truck Contest Day. Whew.
I like every single one. Starting with Nap Day right off the bat.
I'm a big fan of fortune cookies, and unfortunately, I take them a bit too seriously.
Do you keep them?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'll do this thing where I'll keep them too, and I'll put them in like the back of my phone case for a little bit.
The fortune or the cookie?
No, the fortune. You think the cookie's gonna fit in the back of my case?
You smush it. It's a snack for later.
The fortune. I always like the numbers. The numbers, because like for some odd reason you'll find some correlation between the numbers that you find in there, and I'll start seeing them around.
Yeah.
Now that's probably something that goes on in my own brain, but I always thought it was kind of ironic and cool.
You know, there's a lot of explanations for that, but it's good luck at the end of the day. So,
exactly.
Yes.
We all need good luck. So
Right.
grab a hot dog, take a nap, hang out, enjoy yourself today, because the good luck is we're into those summer temperatures. It's going to be warm and beautiful. Here's Devin Biggs with another check of our forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
And thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in the Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by licensed artists for over 20 years. Alrighty, so we had some storms that moved through yesterday, or more so last night, across the northeastern parts of the state. It kind of packed a little bit of a punch near the Presque Isle area, but everyone else pretty much missed out on any of the excitement that developed with any of the storms that moved through. But now we're going to be calm and hot today again, or at least rather warm, as the humidity levels will be a little bit lower, but the system's starting to move away now. But more activity will be moving in soon, with more strong to severe thunderstorms possible, not today or tomorrow, but later on in the week. But otherwise, though, future gas moving forward. Again, a lot of sunshine on the way, but really we have to wait until tomorrow, though, before we watch for a little bit more cloud cover, a little bit of fog before we're all finished up as well. As for the winds may get a little gusty in a few spots today, maybe up to around 15 to 20 miles per hour for gusts, but sustained winds up to 10 miles per hour will be the general idea before we back things off overnight tonight and in the morning period tomorrow. So your forecast for today, upper 80s, mostly sunny and warm, not very muggy overall, with that west wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 63 degrees, mostly clear skies, areas of dense fog developing, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. And our early forecast for the rest of the morning period and afternoon, a lot of sunshine, temperatures making into the 80s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thanks for all the sunshine, Devin.
Waterfront Concerts may have an end date to the highly anticipated renovations at the Maine Savings Amphitheater. Alex Gray with Waterfront Concerts says construction should be done this fall. He says right now they're building a luxury lounge area for guests.
He says the lounge will include a bar, a VIP backstage meet and greet area, and an upstairs patio, each designed with Bangor's rich history in mind.
Well, it's very interesting working with our architect, Rob Irvin. The concept behind it is really to pay homage to the city of Bangor and its history, the region and its history. And of course, Bangor is known as the lumber capital of the world in the 1800s. It was a great time for Bangor. So a lot of what we're ultimately doing in the lounge is paying, respect to that.
Chris Rudolph with Waterfront Concerts says clubs like the Truly Terrace and the Duncan Deck will have seats available for purchase in 2023. Those areas are located next to the suites in the VIP viewing room. And for more information, you can go to foxbangor.com. $1 million gift from the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation will help bring big changes to Northern Light Acadia Hospital and its Acadia for All campaign. The gift will help support the construction of more than 50 private single-occupancy rooms at Northern Light Acadia Hospital in Bangor and help fund the construction of a new pediatric wing and other upgrades.
The funding will also improve the hospital's outpatient pediatric services and support the expansion of its geriatric treatment and research programs. President of Northern Light Acadia Hospital, Scott Oxley, shares more about the legacy Stephen and Tabitha King have created.
We all know Stephen and Tabitha King. There aren't many people in the state of Maine that don't recognize their names. But what most people don't know is how generous Stephen and Tabitha King have been to the people of Maine, but especially those of us that are in the Bangor community.
The Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation is a private nonprofit organization focused on strengthening and supporting communities across the state of Maine. A Northern Light Mayo Hospital paramedic who passed away in November 2021 after battling cancer is being recognized posthumously by Maine EMS, I hate that word, with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Will Hesketh Sr.'s family and Mayo Hospital colleagues accepted the award.
Will was known for his deep commitment to his co-workers, patients, and community during his 21-year career at Mayo Hospital. Chuck McMahon, manager of EMS operations, said, quote, he cared deeply about those around him and took extra time to help them succeed. Will would give up an entire weekend to train the crew. As a caregiver, he was incredibly compassionate and saved countless lives. The Castine Historical Society will once again host its house and garden tour on Friday.
It's an event that draws hundreds to the coast to peek inside the town's most well-known and well-loved residences.
Jody Hersey shares more.
Castine's 2022 House and Garden Tour is an opportunity for visitors to pull back the curtain and look at the beauty of the past while seeing how the present owners of some of Castine's most historic homes live today.
There's a mystique about the houses in Castine. A lot of people want to see inside them. They are so beautifully restored. They're so magnificent. Beautiful, spectacular gardens, and many of them overlooking the ocean.
Castine's House and Garden Tour takes place every 4 years. However, due to the pandemic, the last tour scheduled for 2020 didn't happen. So the excitement for this year's event is growing, with over 600 tickets already sold.
It is our biggest fundraiser for the Castine Historical Society, and the money for that goes to help support our exhibitions, our education programs, and then we always try to give back to some project in Castine.
Stephanie and Andrew Young's home is one of 9 stately homes and 6 gardens visitors will get the chance to explore.
One thing that's special about our house is it belonged to the poet Robert Lowell and his wife, the writer Elizabeth Hardwick. And there are still people who come to town looking for information about them. It's fun to feel like you're a little bit of part of history living in an older house.
Tickets are $50 each and can be purchased online at CastineHouseTour.org. In Castine, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Still to come here this morning, Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz will take us down east to check out the rally car races. Sports is next.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. Temperatures in the high 80s today. Mostly sunny skies. Grab the sunscreen. It's going to be a beautiful Wednesday in store tonight. Clear skies, dense fog moving in overnight. Tomorrow morning, you'll see that come in your morning commute. Partially cloudy skies with a high of 86 tomorrow morning.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll start down east in Ellsworth, where one rally car driver didn't just capture his first career win, he was the only Maine car to even finish the race. Tyler Cruz has more.
We're a lovable band of misfits, you know?
It's been 5 years since Ellsworth's Tyler Saunders began rally racing, and it's that band of misfits that keeps him coming back each time.
Everyone loves everybody, helps everyone out. They're not trying to, you know, hope that you break in the sense that, oh, well, now I can get ahead of them. It's no, let's gather parts, let's gather people. Whatever you need, we'll make it work.
They call it rally karma. That and the thrill of gearing up and hearing the engine roar was enough to get Saunders hooked on the sport.
The feeling I get strapped into the car, I mean, it's like no other. You kind of get into this headspace where that's all that matters.
Saunders and his crew started the Down East Rally team, first competing in rallycross events on a closed dirt track before making the transition to stage rally, a series of races over a few days out on blocked-off logging roads.
It was mostly just the natural progression from rallycross. You know, I looked up to all the guys that had rally cars.
And after a few years of grinding the dirt roads, Saunders was the first in his class to cross the finish line this past weekend at the New England Forest Rally, in just his second time competing in the event.
They gave us a beautiful plaque and a champagne bottle. I got to do my first shoey, which is something I never thought I'd do, drinking champagne out of a shoe. But, you know, it's all in good fun, and it's kind of a rite of passage.
Not only did Saunders win the race, he was the only car from Maine to actually finish the race, driving past some not as fortunate racers on his way.
And to, you know, drive through and see your friends in the woods, it's heart-aching, you know, it wrenches at you. But thankfully everyone was all right. It was just machinery.
Coming off of his first win, he says none of it would have been possible without the help of various businesses around the Ellsworth area that sponsor him and his team.
At first, I was kind of like nervous to ask for help because I'm like, I mean, who's gonna help me out with money for a car, you know? But it's been the total opposite. The community's been great, you know, especially to drive this thing through town and see the smiles on kids' faces, and you know, they really love it.
Reporting from Ellsworth, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler, and congratulations to Tyler, and also props for being able to do a shoey. I don't know if I'd be able to put that down without throwing up. Anyways, we'll go to the golf course here. Last week, Caleb Manuel defended his title at the Maine Am. This week, the Maine Women's Am kicked off at Portland Country Club. Over 100 golfers teeing it up in near 90-degree temps down south. Bambi Stevens first out of Turner Highlands, knocking down a nice putt here on 18. Then Marlene Vigor out of Bangor with a beautiful chip on the same hole. That one rolls within a couple feet from the cup. Also on 18, the wedges were working here. Linda Laughlin from Natanis with another terrific chip. To the scoreboard we go now. Ruby Haylock in first place out of Turner Highlands. She is your leader at even par. She'll take a 7-shot lead over Bailey Plord and Aaron Holmes heading into round 2. We asked Ruby, what's the key to playing a solid round through the heat?
Definitely drinking a lot of water, and I have a lot of snacks with me. One of my old coaches told me to out-eat everyone on the course, so that's definitely something I take into consideration while I'm out there, and it helps a lot.
All right, out-eat everyone. Good piece of advice, and we'll have continued coverage of the event throughout the week. But while we're talking golf, the 12th annual Heroes Hope Healing McDonald's Classic is set for August 29th at the Bangor Muni, and that is fast approaching. The goal this year is to raise $80,000 for Camp Hope, a week-long program for children impacted by cancer. Now, as of right now, the tourney is at capacity, but teams can still be put on a waiting list. The event is still seeking sponsorship and silent and live auction items as well. And finally, we'll end things back at Mansfield Stadium. Why not? For day one of the Senior Little League Regional Tourney, no Bangor team, but still plenty of New England action. Connecticut and Pennsylvania squaring off here. Bottom of the fourth is where we'll start. Penn up 3-2. DeAndre Bransford puts it on the ground. Keegan Hockey with a nice play on the backhand throw across the diamond, just a little late, so we're all tied at 3. CT took a 4-3 lead into the 5th inning, looking for more. But how about this play from Jake Heilman out in center, coming in quick, off the glove at first, recovers with the bare-handed catch, so nice poise. Penn took that momentum to the plate. Ethan Karaganis sends one into left, and that one is trouble. 1 run scores as Pennsylvania comes back to win it. 7-4 is the final. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
It wasn't just a little bit of soot on an old family photo. It wasn't just a couple of books soaked in water. And when you called Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, you were not just another customer. That family photo hangs high yet again, and those irreplaceable first editions stay cemented in history. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Hi, my name is Erica James. Welcome to Designs by Erin, your destination for all luxury and fine jewelry.
Located in the heart of downtown Bangor, we are proud to be your local source for jewelry repair, repurposing, and custom designs. We take pride in the knowledge we can share and the exceptional customer service and craftsmanship we are able to provide. Visit us at 8 Merchants Plaza, envisioned by you, designed by Erin.
And with your morning business news, here's Leo Jonathan.
With interest rates climbing, construction of new homes is slowing. The Commerce Department says housing starts and the number of new building permits dropped in June for the second straight month. The Dow was up 2.4% Tuesday. The S&P closed up 2.8%. The Nasdaq closed up 3.1%. Amazon has announced it's suing the administrators of 10,000 Facebook groups. The company alleges the groups coordinated fake reviews for compensation. And a lot of us are apparently forgetting to pay our bills. A recent survey by Wallet Hub says the top reason for missing a bill payment is, I forgot. Not having enough money to cover the bill was second. J.P. Morgan Chase says over 1% of customers are behind on credit card payments. That's up from last year. I'm Leo Jonathan with Wednesday's Business on ABC 7.
Now here's one final look at our full weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Good morning, Devin.
Thank you very much, Joe and Emma. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in the Penobscot Plaza in Bangor, providing custom ink by over licensed artists for over 20 years. All righty, so here we are. Here's a quick look at the radar loop. This is the storms that moved through in parts of last night, and really not too much excitement happening in our neck of the woods. It was mainly in the northeastern parts of the state that saw a lot of the storms, though. They did produce a little bit of damage, or at least a little bit in the way of some hail reports in a few spots. But now for us, we're looking pretty good out there with not much cloud cover across the area. And really, the rest of the day will be looking pretty nice with a lot of sunshine and really just warm temperatures. It won't be as humid, though, as this cold front here. It's helping to push a lot of the humidity away. But this warm front will push the heat and humidity in here as we head towards tomorrow. And tomorrow night, things may get a little goofy with more storms on the way, and some of those storms may try to turn strong to severe in a few spots, so we'll have to be ready for that. Again, wave heights right now not too bad at around 3 to 6 feet, and even though they're a little bit higher, no small craft advisories are in effect at this time. Now for the winds, some gusty winds on the way today, maybe getting up close to 15 to 20 miles per hour in a few spots. But really later on tonight, we really start to calm things down, but then by tomorrow, getting gusty again as our next system moves in. 25, maybe up to 30 mile per hour gusts will soon be on the way. Our average high is 81 degrees. We'll be well above that for the next several days in the middle to upper 80s. Then Saturday, possibly even the low 90s on the way. But then by next Tuesday, finally back to average in the lower 80s. Dew points will be on the rise as well. Let's talk about your muggy meter, though. Today, we're not too bad. Maybe dew points in the 60s, won't be as humid. But then by Thursday and the parts of Friday, you'll notice this a little bit. With middle to upper 60s, I'll be on the way for the dew points before we fall off by Friday as another system moves in. And then the roller coaster ride continues in the dew points department. By Sunday and the parts of Monday, dew points making it close to the 70-degree mark. Again, as you have at the door today, your UV index forecast is at an 8. That is considered very high. That means a burn time of around 15 minutes, so hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary as you do head out the door to avoid a bad sunburn. Futurecast moving forward, a beautiful day today with a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. Will become mostly clear tonight, maybe a few passing clouds in some spots, but fog developing, especially closer to the coast as we head towards tomorrow morning, so be ready for a little bit of fog and some reduced visibility. But then by later on in the evening period on Thursday, most of Thursday will be dry, but Thursday evening, watching for strong to possibly severe thunderstorms. Again, some of those will mainly be scattered in nature overall, and it will mainly be across the central and northern parts of the state for that large hail and damage we went through. Farther down toward the south, that's a little bit lower, but we'll need to monitor this closely, especially as we head towards Thursday afternoon, the evening time frame. But overall, though, some much needed rain on the way. Again, we need this, so from some areas seeing up to an inch before we're all finished up with lesser amounts to the south. So your forecast for today, upper 80s, mostly sunny and warm with that west wind getting up to about 20 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 63 degrees, mostly clear areas of dense fog again, and the winds overall looking nice and calm. Here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio, showing we're pretty much dry for the next several days. Set aside Thursday night. Friday and Saturday, we're seeing a lot of sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s, then upper 80s by Sunday.
Ladies, a main adventure.
We got glue sticks, we got dry erase, we got pens, we got notebooks. Go to Rennie's for everything for back to school.
I didn't go to school anymore. Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
Basketball superstar Stephen Curry loves to shoot. That's cash. And tonight, he's taking his shot at something new. I got this. Stephen Curry hosts the ESPYs. Live from Hollywood, tonight on ABC.
When you're at the market picking up your produce, do you tend to buy the same few things week after week? If you do, how about shaking things up by adding mangoes to your shopping list? Right now, they're at their peak, which means they're as sweet as can be, so there's no better time to take advantage of them. Sure, we can simply cut them up for a healthy snack or add them to our smoothie, but we've got a great new idea that pairs this sweet tropical favorite with chicken. Sounds good? Then watch how easy. The first thing we do is cut the juicy pulp off a ripe mango. Then we place this in a blender along with some vegetable oil, fresh garlic, brown sugar, a hint of ground red pepper, some salt, and a splash of lime juice. After we give it a whirl, we pour it over some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, give them a toss, and into the fridge they go to marinate. And come dinner time, we can cook these inside in a skillet or on a grill pan or outside on the grill. After the chicken is cooked through and the outside starts to caramelize, they're ready to serve. How about serving them over a bed of rice for a tropical tasting dish that's far from ordinary? To get the recipe for our mango lime chicken, all you need to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a mango-nificent way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
It's the best chance to celebrate one of America's summertime staples. Today is National Hot Dog Day. The National Hot Dog and Sausage Council designated the day in 1991. Hot dogs are typically made up of pork, beef, or turkey, and other ingredients.
They are topped off with various condiments like ketchup, mustard, or chili. Make yourself a hot dog at home or buy one. Post a photo on social media using the hashtag National Hot Dog Day for others to join. And a man who has, as a child, appeared in the classic film Jaws is now a police chief on the island where the movie was filmed. Jonathan Searle was sworn in as the chief of police for Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts, which is located on Martha's Vineyard, the island where Jaws was filmed.
Searle had a cameo in the movie, playing one of the boys who planted a fake shark fin in the water at the beginning of the movie. Now, according to IMDb, it's Searle's only acting credit. He's been working in law enforcement for 36 years and following in the footsteps of his father, who was a police chief for another town on Martha's Vineyard.
That's so cool.
I know. When you think about it, too, years and years later.
I know. I wonder if he gets hecked for that. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is next on Fox 22. Enjoy the day and stay cool out there.
We're a AAA family.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Do you struggle to open or close your window?